Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
We're the Sunshine
Sisters. I'm EJ.
Gary.
And I'm Shelia. Well, I'm just so happy to be here.
Because Gary's place is a happy place.
That's right. That's right. Gary.
It's Festivus.
Yes. Gary and Ronnie are decorating for Christmas. So
Jeez Louise.
Still,
the difference between last week and this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still boxes. There's like 6 boxes, 7 boxes that need to go on a tree.
Yes. It's what did I call it? Christmas Palace, Hovatter style.
Oh yeah, the store, Christmas Palace store.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I would get a downing of I need a little bit of glitter intake, I would go there during the summer and just take in the air. There's just always glitter in the air. Christmas.
You guys hear the noise?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean I can hear a little bit, but not.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's not loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, thank you for your comments and thank you for choosing to spend some time with us as you watch this video, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and find that your time was well spent. So as we do every week, we read your comments and appreciate.
Wait, I'm sorry. Gary's eyes are so fishy because I guess he has glasses on so he can read what you've written. So I think
move it so he doesn't have to strain.
I have to keep online, make sure she doesn't jump around on us.
He's looking to see like, okay, what is she gonna say next?
I actually printed the agenda.
I know, because normally she would go back a couple of pages and say, oh yeah, we're doing this next. It's like, just put on the page.
And I printed it in larger print. So
I could see it. I couldn't see it before, so I wasn't looking before.
Yeah.
You didn't have your glasses on before.
Well, that's why I printed it bigger, but no, put the glasses on.
Too much.
Thank you for your comments about Sobek du Nil, which is the Egyptian deity with a crocodile head. And
du Nil is of the Nile.
Of the Nile, yeah. So that's a really cute piece. And it's a West African crocodile generally that's used as the crocodile head. Just want to say that She Bee's World is doing hashtag 31 days of Christmas stitching.
Is that starts?
Facebook group. Yeah, she has already changed the Facebook name for it. 31
new starts.
No. There are no rules for it. It could be new starts. It could be whips. It could be.
See, I'm in that group. The rule is no rules.
Yeah, no rules. Hashtag 31 days of Christmas stitching.
And you can throw in a little bit of Halloween.
And you can look that up on the Facebook group.
I don't think throw a little bit of Easter. Put in
speaking of that, so last week when you finished your carrots, we were supposed to see the little video.
I hope you guys enjoyed the singing.
There's no singing on that video.
Gary.
But that was such a cute video. and it has been saved in our inbox since we received it.
With something else.
Yes, that's true. There are two permanent pieces in the inbox. I will say that. All righty. For anybody who is interested in doing Artisy charts, Artisy patterns, Artisy is now Pattern Keeper compliant.
Oh, okay.
So that you can, when you buy a Artisy chart in PDF format, you can also use it in Pattern Keeper. One of our reviewers said that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. And also we had, again.
They're having a sale, I think. Or they had a sale or they're having a sale. So
okay.
check it out.
Check it out. Thank you all for appreciating all of our finishes last week. Thank you very much.
Ronnie really knocked it out with the fully finishing.
Yes, he did completely. And also the ongoing motivation for Mother Moon.
Woo-hoo! My brother-in-law is so awesome. He brought me coffee.
Shelia brings me coffee every week.
Yes, right.
She's the best.
I think that Starbucks near me waits for around, it's about 9 a.m. We should see that order come through.
You should ask them for the Sunshine Stitcher blend.
I should. And also for all the folks who took notice of Gary's quite bright red blushing last week.
Mm.
Yeah, I do crack myself up sometimes. Most of the time.
Well, I thought about it at the time. We hadn't seen you blush that deeply red in a long time. Yeah. We used to see it all
the time. Yes, and then he got thicker.
Yeah, more concealed.
When we first started making our videos, Gary constantly put his foot in his mouth. And EJ and I would be like, what did you just say? Oh my God.
Here.
Yeah. He's clueless. He's genuinely clueless. So again, thank you so much for all of your comments this past week, and please keep them coming. We enjoy them and we enjoy sharing them. And what we also enjoy is the conversation that occurs within the comments. There's a lot of support. There's a lot of help that goes on within the flow of comments.
If we go back to the carrot thing.
Yes.
There was a question about who the designer is and the name of the pattern.
Oh, yes.
The designer was Samsara, and the pattern is called Harried Hair.
Yeah, Harried Hair. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's got the 3 carrots and then it's got the big piece that's stitched. They'll all be out at Easter.
Yeah.
Which is around the corner. I'm on to the next holiday.
Exactly.
Also, another good question was about the owl forest embroidery. Why do I have a hanger? Just chilling.
Felt like she's gonna hang me.
I attack something with it.
No wire hangers.
The owl forest embroidery. What kind of chart is it? I said because it was a chart, but it's a colored chart with symbols in there. And that is the printed pattern. When I was going through my Goodreader, is it Goodreader? No, I was looking through my Dropbox and I had a freebie, Owl Forest freebie. They did have the color chart and a black and white chart. So PDF, they have both types, and then printed, they have the color with the symbols in the color.
So, okay, so when you buy the box, do you get a PDF link for the PDF version of the chart? No.
Not that, you know what? It could be Cyrillic. I wouldn't know.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, the problem for me with color charts like that is I'm a highlighter, so I can't highlight them. So it's very stressful stitching.
Yeah, that's why I like that. So when a lot of the folks who do PDF versions of their charts are now doing color and black and white versions, and the best is the PDF versions that are one page. For recognizing that there are a bunch of us now who use electronic devices, whether it's software, Pattern Keeper, Goodreader, GoodNotes for our charts, and the one page works perfectly. You don't have to manage the page changes.
Wow, you guys just make me feel so old. I just use paper and highlight.
Well,
the beauty of Pattern Keeper is the beauty of it is they have the 12 pages of patterns and they put it all in one for you.
Yeah, they assemble it.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
That's the beauty of but that's mostly full coverage and some ink.
Okay. Yeah. So it's technology. I mean, technology is
move with the times.
Yeah. So finishes. EJ, do you have any finishes this week? No. Okay, that's fine. Right. That's good. That's all right.
Okay. I have 2 finishes.
Gary has 2 finishes. I have no finishes this week.
So I mean, I should have had 3 to cover the team.
Yep. You slacker.
I failed.
You slacker.
He is a slacker. Ugh, Gary.
Right. Well, I finished the Nimue, and there's the name. Oh, I wanted you to see the name.
Okay. There's 8 musicians, Gary.
I know. They're coming in either today or Monday.
How cute. What are the others?
I don't know. They're
in the front.
I know, but they're so small to see.
They don't give you the names.
There are different
instruments.
It's called Robin's Orchestra is the series, and they're different monsters or cultures from different cultures in Europe.
Gotcha.
There's something from Russia. There's one that says something from the Netherlands, I think, or I'm not misspoke maybe, but yeah, it doesn't say it on there, but.
That's interesting. Okay, thank you.
It's a nice little orchestra of them.
Yeah.
That's cute. Okay, now I understand. Woohoo!
And I added the gold beads here because I didn't have burgundy ones.
He looks good. He looks very good.
See, now don't you need to stitch him, Shelia, and put him with your cats?
Nope.
Section.
Oh, no.
And this is stitched on a 32 count.
Perfect, Shelia.
It's a 32 count from Witchelt lime.
Oh, okay. That's really good.
I think that was a call for because it was when I ordered the pattern, it was with it. It was next to it.
Oh, wait.
Huh?
So your change, which I love, Gary's change is right here. Yeah, these were, he added gold beads for the buttons. Instead of using, was it French knots?
No, burgundy. Burgundy.
Oh,
beads.
just a burgundy. Oh, yeah. Burgundy beads.
Yeah, because
we made them gold. Yeah,
because Nimue, they don't give you the Mill Hill number. They just say burgundy bead.
Oh,
I don't know what a burgundy bead.
Okay.
We'll find something. And if you look at the color, see, this is more like brown.
Yeah.
And this one's looking more pink. So I don't know. It's the photo.
Yeah, I see that.
I like the idea of the gold buttons on the front.
Yeah, his little tummy is out. It's like cute
buttons. Yeah,
that's super cute.
Yeah,
look at his little feet. You see the little feet down there?
I think that's your favorite part.
I know, because he's like, wow, he needs to tail the balance. And then I finished Sir William Black.
Oh.
Yay! Oh, let me open my WhipGo board.
No, he's not on WhipGo.
No, yes, he is.
No, he's not. He was a WhipGo substitute, but
I forgot to look for keys, but your key is perfect.
Yeah. So now they're both.
Oh, look at them.
Oh, it's washing out a little.
Yeah.
Well, I bought it's 28 count ancient, which I bought at different times, so you can tell the difference in the ancient, but still.
That looks super cute. Look at that.
Yeah.
Her keys
it's the same pumpkin. Look at that.
Because we know women hold the keys to the kingdom.
Yes. And he has a duplicate, just a little duplicate.
All right. So.
And who is this by again?
Scattered Seeds.
Scattered Seeds. How?
Yeah, and they're stitched with.
Remember, she's the one that recharted it for Gary because he's like, oh, I need it in sub.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Can you do that for me?
Can we do it in sub?
Hey, you never know unless you ask. I mean, she did the first one in the NPI silk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, they're a pair.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have worried about it.
Yeah.
And I love this blue so much.
That blue is gorgeous.
Blue is really nice.
Yeah.
It's a really good genie blue.
It took almost 2 skeins of that blue.
Really?
A full skein and some of the other.
Wow.
That's a lot. On 28 count. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah. But it's gorgeous. Yeah. Totally worth it.
So
okay.
That's all my finishes.
All right. Did you have
an animal wall?
Oh, you could.
Well, it's more of a Halloween. I guess there's jack-o'-lanterns.
I guess, yeah.
Next
But you stitch a whole lot of animals and animals with clothes.
Yeah.
The cats could be on your wall. The Sobek du Nil.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if the girls had their own bedroom, I guess all the animals would be in that one room.
There you go. But yes.
Yeah.
You kicked them out.
Yeah, they lost their room.
You need a bigger house.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yes, I do have a start.
Oh, Gary has a start. Yay.
And I got it in my bag of the month.
Oh, turkey.
Oh, how cute.
Let's do this proper. Let's turn it upside down. Isn't that pretty?
He looks delicious.
And then the inside is very bright.
Oh, yeah. Look
at the explosion of feathers.
Yes.
So I started Christmas Tide at Holly House. Scarlet House.
That's a big house.
Well, I don't think so. It's only 4 pages of the chart, and I'm doing it on.
But most of the pages are house.
Not really.
Well, we talked about this last week because I really like the house.
Yeah.
What I love is this house with the brick. Mm. Somebody else was showing I
love the reindeer at the bottom. I think they're so cute. Just jumping over the little. And so this is my start last night.
Oh, good. And you started with the house. Look at that.
So it's really great.
Yeah. That's going to be gorgeous.
And it's done with NPI, but the house and some of the trees are done with Belsois.
Oh.
So that's why you're getting a lot of nice variegation in the brick.
Yes.
I love how it's really picking, almost just like the pattern.
Yes. Yes.
So is that two skeins or 2 different colors? Is the brick 2 different colors and the mortar is another color?
The brick is all one color.
Oh, that's a good variegated.
Yeah, that's I'm looking for my mini bag. That is mud pie.
Oh, I was actually looking at that.
Those colors.
It's a Belsois.
Yeah.
Mud pie.
Yeah, and then the green, the other Belsois is
collard
Shelia's
greens.
favorite.
Collard greens.
As well. So that's on some of the trees.
Notice he didn't say the words.
I know. Remember that? He was like,
"Oh,
I don't eat it." So.
It was like teaching him how to do the selfies. Telling him to teach him how to say collard greens.
I know.
Yeah. So that's on
that was a whole video.
Yeah, this is on a 28 count French vanilla.
Notice how he still talks over us. So
I know he's not paying any attention. What's French vanilla is R&R?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
See, I got our attention now.
Fabric and floss. And floss.
Yep, that's all we're about.
Very nice.
It was a fun. It was really. So it's like the corner. So this was the corner of the one page.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a corner of one page here. And so it's like 4 corners. Mm-hmm. So you do like a corner of the house, you do some of this, and you do a corner of the house, you do some of that. So it kind of broke it up a little bit, so it doesn't feel
too overwhelming.
If they showed a big 1 page of just house, I would have walked away.
Yeah.
Because I'm like
from the house.
Small chunk.
Listen, did you start in the middle?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he always starts in the middle, don't you?
Yeah, unless it's like Rosewood Manor, she makes me start in the corner.
Yeah,
because I can't find the middle.
Yeah.
She makes me start in the corner
because her stuff is so easy to start.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike some people where there's like you got to count 45 stitches over to the left to the right.
Yes, exactly.
From
the actual corner. With that, you might as well try to find the middle. Yeah.
Just hold it. That's all my starts.
All righty, EJ. Let's see your whip.
You notice it's whip.
Well, she said that in the beginning. I'm not. That's what she said.
Whip it.
Whip.
So I'm working on Mother Moon.
Yes. And by the way, I'm so thoroughly excited because this week Starbucks started with their holiday flavors. Peppermint mocha.
Yummy, yummy.
Oh, thank you. But I do like
the creme brulee.
hazelnut. I'm a hazelnut.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you see anything at all.
I see beads.
Do I see beads on the cheek?
Yeah, so she's completely backstitched. She's completely backstitched.
Okay.
Wow.
Except I was beading and I noticed I'm missing Krynic over here and Krynic over there.
Mhm.
Other than that, all Krynic has been done.
Wow.
Oh wait, and some backstitching. Okay, so let's get in closer. So she's beaded up here, down here. I did the moth, and then I started working on this side of her face.
Okay.
So for my beads, I go inside. So what I did, usually when I bead, I put in one hole, right? And then I come up and put in another hole to anchor it. But this moth right here, wrong moth right here. This moth is like on an angle. So I just left it on the half stitch.
Okay.
But are you okay? I'm looking at under her eye.
Yes.
You do the beads. Are you doing the gold
treasure? Is it a treasure?
Like
it's like the
little back stitching with the Krynic?
Yes. I'll do that after.
Oh, you do that after? Okay.
Okay.
Because I was debating whether I should or shouldn't. But I think I like it with.
Yeah,
so,
I like it with.
Okay. So this is her.
Wow.
And then I worked on more beads over here. And then today I'm gonna hopefully finish this, and the rest over here.
Wow.
See, isn't it easy to bead whenever there's like a hole left from more stitching?
Yes.
It goes so quick. The hard part is like when you're doing the Nora Corbett ornament thing where you have to find it in blank fabric. That's hard beading for me. And when you did the ornaments.
You mean your ornament string?
Your ornament.
Oh, yeah.
You have to really count. There you just see a hole, plug it in with a bead.
Yeah. No, that one's not so bad because it's a string. It's like a hanging.
Yeah, but this is a lot.
Yeah.
To me, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, when you know where it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a hole. And there wasn't a bead. I'm like, oh, I missed a stitch. And then so this is full coverage. This is my first full coverage because it is.
Yeah,
it is.
But so here she is.
Oh,
beautiful. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous. Oh,
there's only two types of beads, the purple bead and then the white bead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No French knots. All French, no French knots.
Remove
We're not doing French knots today.
Hey, there we go. Now we're back. Normal. I don't know if it will actually record it that way.
I think it will.
It records what it sees on your screen.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. Sorry, that took a while, folks, but hey.
They have no idea.
Well, we had the whole conversation about, did we do this? We have to remove pen. Then we have to
cut it out, Shelia.
Oh.
They just heard singing in a hand.
So, folks,
it's 160th episode.
You may or may not have witnessed a Shelia and Gary Zoom moment. That's all. But it worked. That's all that matters. We did not disconnect.
Yeah.
We are still recording.
And we did push record at the beginning.
And we did, yes. Yes. Only twice. This is 160 videos, only twice. Or maybe one and a half.
So technically it's 162 videos.
That is true. And what do you say half? How is that half? We did a full episode.
Yeah, both times.
I just try to,
make it better, sound better.
Lessen the pain.
The blow.
Okay, so Gary, let's see your whip.
Oh, okay, so I worked on Feathers last Sunday.
That is really coming along.
I'm still on page 3. I'm coming down here. I'll work some more on it tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm so enjoying the colors.
Is this 28 count?
No, it's 32 count.
Okay, I'm trying to decide whether to do mine on 28 or 32.
Well, if you're using these threads, the 32 count works fine.
Okay, 32.
Yeah.
I've started to kit stuff.
Unless it's a picture this plus it's a tighter weave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, no.
It might. I don't know how it would look, but
yeah,
I know this is.
You also do a 36 on with the sulky. It's really nice too.
Yeah.
Oh, 36. Oh, ooh, that's good to know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still playing with threads.
Yeah, I've started to kit stuff for next year's starts and things.
Oh.
Very excited.
Ooh. And here's my Turkish Delight. I worked on that this week.
Oh, I forgot.
And this was part of my whip.
I love Turkish Delight.
I do too.
I didn't finish my page, so I'm still on page 3.
All right.
Everything's okay over here? Over here?
Yeah, let's move it in, hold it. Yeah. Very
yeah,
nice.
do you not see what I see?
What are you talking about? I was just doing color completion. I don't see anything. You see anything?
She sees it. She sees it.
What? Did I miss a stitch?
Did you miss a stitch? You missed a couple of
He finds an opportunity everywhere. Everywhere.
all the time.
Opportunity.
You see that? You should be turning red right now.
Embarrassed for yourself.
I just stitched what I see.
There you go. Now we have it. The truth come out.
There's another one over here.
Right. So you just happen to stop right there. Likely story.
Yes.
I may or may not have a co-conspirator in the group. But I don't think I'll say her name.
Shelia.
Who, me?
I'll spell her name. E-J.
You ratted me out. Man, that sucks.
Between the two of you, I just don't know. I try to run a clean show here.
I don't know. It was just a flower.
Okay, so here are my whips. I pulled out The Cats by Prairie Moon.
Nice.
Now, I made a decision this week because I have so much travel next year.
Yeah.
And this is on a 28 count. And I've decided to definitely position this for travel stitching next year.
Yeah, and it's a nice white fabric. It's perfect.
It's a nice white fabric, and there's so much solid stitching in it.
I like your change.
Yes, you see it? Oh, yes.
I have to change mine now.
And
it's metallic.
Yeah, so this actually charted for this light color here. And as I don't know why I noticed it when I got to the snare drums, and I started thinking about snare drums that I've seen in bands on stage and what have you. And I thought, no, that needs some shiny something.
Well, you need to do that for this other thing here, the little things here that you
the symbols. Yes. I'm going to do them in this and do the symbols in it as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's just a treasure braid,
Yeah.
Nothing super fancy.
Well, and I like that you changed the shirt a little bit lighter blue because your fabric was lighter, which is really pretty.
Yes.
And it still goes with the
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you. Just not just stitching along. We think about our things.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Now, doesn't that
a little belatedly, because I could have thought about it earlier, but that's okay.
But now, doesn't this band need a gaiter?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
No, he does not.
Playing the
Rainfall was going to serenade you tonight.
So I'm not going to fill in the drums now. I'm not going to continue to fill in this drum for now. I'm going to leave it for
the
trip stitching. Yes.
Because when I stitched it, filling in these long
that's what I was thinking about.
These two, man, it was like
forever. And you also got me to thinking because you use the variegated threads. And I'm using a DMC, but I'm thinking I might switch over to the variegated for the pants.
Okay.
For the pants.
Make it look like a suit, right? So and you would stitch it down.
Up and down.
Yeah.
And it looks like pinstripes.
And you get the variegation. So I'm thinking about doing that as well. Yeah.
So are you going to stitch hands, like little stuff like hands, like, and then leave the suit for
Yes. And this is full of quarter stitches.
Oh,
full of quarter stitches.
Aren't they fun?
They are fun. They're fun trying to figure out what the angle ought to be. Sometimes it's easy to know because of the direction that you're stitching in.
Yeah.
Like on these arms, like all of these arms are edged and every other row is quarter stitch to give it that nice, not clean choppy look, yeah.
But I like that. I really do like
any back stitching on this piece, so
very little.
So the quarter stitches really help
finish it. And then every now and then there'll be some quarter stitches like in the middle in odd places. Like this snare drum here has quarter stitches to again give it the rounded edges
from the other color.
Yeah. So there is that. That's fun. I'm enjoying that. But again, I'll be spending time over the next couple of months or so outlining.
Yes. When's your first trip?
April. So I've got time.
Oh, okay. I thought it was next month.
No, April. No, my cruise next month got canceled.
Oh. Kathy's going on a cruise next
week. Holly's going on a cruise too. And she's already cruised.
Oh.
Who?
Holly D. She comments. I've also met her on another cruise. We were knitters and stitchers together on a cruise.
You're booking the wrong cruises, Shelia. You gotta talk to these people.
The wrong cruise line.
Well, no. What happened? I was not interested, not worried or anything because I was booked in December. I was fine. But when they decided not to do Hawaii, NCL decided not to do Hawaii this December, that canceled that trip for me.
So it wasn't COVID, it was just a rescheduling of ships.
Yes. Yeah. And but they are starting Hawaii in December just after the dates that I had booked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I know it's like a week or two after I booked. So I just missed out. But then I'm okay in waiting because I have, like I said, I've got 4 cruises scheduled next year. I'm okay.
Okay, good.
Because once I'm gone, I'm gone. Just don't look for me. I am gone. I picked up Sassafras Samplers. I always want to call it Sassy. Sassafras Samplers. AC Bluebird Quaker sampler is beautiful. Just lovely. Just lovely.
Jerry, did you ever finish the tea?
Huh?
The Sassafras tea?
Oh, the tea. Yes, actually I did.
Oh, so you took it again? Oh, you took it, Shelia?
Yeah. I don't drink tea.
Yeah. Every now and then I'd like a good cup of tea, and that's how I've been working through it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I purchased and kitted it on a visit to Sassy Jack's in Asheville, North Carolina.
And this is her design.
And this is her design label, Sassafras.
That's why you want to keep calling it Sassy.
Yes. And this is on 35 count lamb's wool by a week. I don't know, lamb's wool. I don't know by who.
Oh.
She just says lamb's wool.
It doesn't say who's by.
Yeah. And the called for colors are Gas, General Arts, and Weeks Dye Works.
Okay. And you're using the called for?
And I'm using the called for. Yeah, I fully kitted
it. Yeah.
And I started it there too.
Is the red motif supposed to touch the black motif?
Yes.
Okay, no hanger.
Yes. I worked on the blues this week, and I finished coming around the red with these little motifs right in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Red, please.
So I'm basically.
She's up here in this little area.
Yeah. So I finished around.
I like how there's like an empty spot here. There's nothing there, and then these just blend in with the fabric color.
Well, this is, I think, a picture of the original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
are you gonna put initials all around, or is this the alphabet? Are you gonna actually put initials?
that's the alphabet.
Oh,
I think you put initials. I think it's initials.
G's and E's and S's.
E's and J's.
Well, what's interesting
and
is that half of it is done in the opposite direction.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Oh, you flip it.
Yeah.
Oh,
but you don't flip it. You just stitch the way it was.
Yeah, but the letters are
upside down.
Yeah, in the bottom half.
Well, I think so the little girl who stitched this was your spirit animal, because
she was.
Yeah, I just pick it up. I got stitch.
Yeah. Okay, so
one thread, two thread.
Kate messaged me. Speaking of that, Kate messaged me. She's Stitchy Aardvark on Instagram. She messaged me and said, "I just did a Shelia." Shelia, you're a verb. She's a verb.
What did she do?
She picked up the pattern and stitched 2 over 2, and everything else was 1 over 2.
Hey, you know,
and left it there. She's like, I'm leaving it there.
Yeah. You know, that's and speaking of that, Rosewood Sampler, Seaside Sampler, Rosewood Manors, Seaside Sampler, and I am stitching this on 36 count opalescent and a white. It's a Zweigart. You know, there's nothing much going on, and I'm using the called for Treenway silks. And again, this is another one where I remember starting it with 1 over 2. Then I got to these little thingies here, and because of the color of the thread, I couldn't see it on the fabric. So I stitched these little thingies with 2 over 2.
Okay.
But then purpose. I forgot. And then started stitching everything 2 over 2.
Are you gonna have enough floss?
I hope.
It's 36 count. She should be
36 count.
So you're using double the thread.
Well, it was charted for 32.
Okay, all right, then you're good.
So I'm good.
Yeah.
And when I got over here, and even when I was working on these flags, I was, man, you know, this is awfully
hard.
Thick. Yeah. So I finally figured out 36 count, Shelia, 1 strand over 2.
So it wasn't the problem with the opalescent being too tight.
No, it's just me. So this motif is partially stitched with 2 threads over 2, and then partially with 1 thread over 2. And I started into these flags down here. Raise it up a little bit, thank you. These maritime flags down here, and these will all be over 1.
Oh, you know, you probably
I'm sorry, not down there, over here. This is where I am, over here.
Those are 2 over 2. Those are 2
probably
over.
Should put on the back of your card 1 over 2.
Now, I've made the note now on my chart on the PDF. Yeah, right. Not the PDF, on my scan, my working copy.
Okay.
1 strand. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what Kate ended up doing.
Yeah.
and this is what this is the.
Oh, this is what I'm sorry.
See,
yeah.
I mean, again, photos never do these things justice. Look how gorgeous it is in person.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm enjoying it tremendously. 1 over 2 or 2 over 2.
It's still a joy.
That's right. I picked up Jardin Privé Cat Lovers.
Are you stitching that with
Derek? Married
okay.
with Stitches. Yes, I sent him a little Instagram thing saying, "Hey, look who came out to play this week."
Derek is on a mission to start winning blue ribbons.
Yes, he is.
Oh.
He has a plan. He has a plan. He's cracked the code.
Yes. Yeah.
What's he doing? Giving the judges donuts and coffee?
So, well, he could win a blue ribbon with this.
Oh yeah, a lot of things he can win a blue ribbon.
Yeah,
they're great.
Yeah,
he cracked the code. He's got it. He's got it.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh, look at that.
yes,
that's pretty. That's so pretty.
Yes. I think, yes, I work primarily here with these pinks this time.
Mm-hmm.
I may have done that butterfly. Is that a butterfly? Right
oh yeah,
here.
I was looking for it.
Yeah,
like, where's
right
it
there.
at? Oh,
Yeah.
you're pretty far on this.
Yeah, I'm in the
Yeah.
middle. This really is the middle.
I mean,
yeah,
you're like
right here.
A quarter.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. This section hasn't been done,
Right.
mainly because of Q-snap placement.
Yeah. So you got about 3/4 of it done almost. Yeah.
Yeah, made a lot of progress.
I see a finish next week.
No.
Oh,
And this is on 32 count doubloon.
Oh, I love that color.
And I'm using the called for DMC.
It's very pretty.
And this one is, what did I say, 32 count?
Yes.
Yes. So it's 2/2.
Okay. Wow, and yet there's more.
And yet there's more. Yes, I'm back on my daily rotation.
Yeah.
If pumpkins could fly, hands-on design. This was the Garon totem bags chart of the month, I think October last year.
Our first exclusive chart, yes.
Yes. Which is really beautiful. Yeah. And I am almost done. Didn't quite make a finish. I still have some pumpkins down here to do.
And they're right over here, right there. And then you've got
they go under here.
And then you've got the boo banner.
Oh, the boo banner and the pumpkins are right here, basically.
Well, are you need to fill in the other pumpkin?
There's another big pumpkin.
She didn't fill it in, did
right here. It's right here. You got to fill that in.
Oh, you know what? I guess I kind of liked him the way he looked. I forgot to fill him in.
No, he needs to be filled in.
Yeah.
Get the full effect.
Yeah. So basically, I'm down to the last rows and a little bit. Yeah.
And you're doing the back stitching as you go, right? It looked like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe not.
Oh, maybe I just didn't notice that those needed back stitching. I think that's more what it is.
And there's back stitching in this batch too.
Okay, I did the back stitching on
the pumpkin.
This pumpkin. Back stitching is done on that pumpkin. And didn't I do some bats? No. None of the bats have been done.
That's not that much.
The wings on those two pumpkins. Yeah.
Are you going to try and finish it like Kathy's done in a regular frame with a piece of fabric?
I might, because I was intrigued by that.
I want mine to be like that.
Yes.
Sorry.
And this is 32 count
beige
studio line. No, 28 count studio line. And I'm beige and using the called for Weeks Dye Works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like the color.
Yes.
It looks good.
Yes. And then, not to be left out, I picked up hands-on design. This was a hands-on design week.
Yes, it has been very handsy. and rosy.
And rosy. You had me at Flamingo.
I like that one too.
I do too.
And it's only got half alphabet, so I'm good. But it stopped at the G.
No, the F.
But there's no G.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
There's an E. That's most.
There's an E. That's right.
I have to put a G down there with the flamingos.
I worked on this band here, which is actually the top of the part just before you get to the flamingos.
Yeah. She's like right
here. There. Yeah, right in here. So I worked on all of these little flowers this week. That was fun because you could get one color and just kind of work across.
I know when I stitch mine, since I know it's F for flamingo, you put a bunch of little G's, backstitch little G's all through there. The G's are hanging out with the flamingos on mine. I think it'd be cute.
I was just listening to a true crime story about this guy who was so self-centered that it was so difficult for him to acknowledge anything beyond himself.
Must have been a great show. I still love the flamingos.
So did I tell you what I was stitching this on? No.
Yes.
No.
Studio line.
No, that's the other one.
This is the wrong card. Remember I told you how I got everything all screwed up?
Yeah. This is called Beach Dance, and it's on. It's not.
The wrong. So last time I had Beach Dance, Cat Lovers, and you had me at Flamingo, I think in the same week. And somehow when I was putting everything back together, I wound up with Beach Dance spread across 3 project bags.
And so she put it on the board and it still says.
I never noticed.
Beach Dance. Yeah. Is there another card in there?
No. Now I have to pull out the Beach Dance
Dance
bag
and hope it's there.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure
it's
it is.
You know what? It's one of those printed fabrics, vintage.
It's
something.
a 32 count.
It's vintage. It's the ones that's printed on the back, on the front.
Oh,
side.
that's the one I want the line of them. It's like vintage Stormy Night, vintage Country Mocha, like that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And it's a 32 count. So I'm stitching 2 threads over 2 fabric threads.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you like it? I have the even weave because Mother Moon is on vintage Stormy Night.
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because the back, you see, it's oh, she looks good in the back too.
She does. Yeah, I've always said that she looked great from the back.
They get a glass. 1 week you could.
Actually, you can frame. Well, okay. So if you were submitting that into a juried contest or exhibit, they have to be able to see the back side.
Oh.
They do?
Either don't cover up the back of the framing, or you can frame it with glass on both sides if you're going to use it as a part of an exhibit or a teaching piece, or like 100 years from now, when they're using your Mother Moon as a teaching sample, then they would frame the front in glass and the back inside so they can show the back for students.
And then there'd be people. Earth never had a moon. Earth never had a moon. This is all fate.
Yeah. And they put a side by side with Cher and Mother Moon.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We have one more whip.
No, I'm done.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we have one more whip.
Hi, y'all.
Hey.
Hi, y'all.
I want to thank Ruthie and enjoy my coffee today.
Yes.
And I'm working. My whip is my, here is
Ooh.
Family of Birds.
Oh, that's another one.
My stitching studio.
Stitching and Violet Miss from Wilshire and 16 counts either.
Look at that.
And that is my progress.
Oh my God. He is like knocking out 200 stitches a day.
Yeah.
He's almost.
It looks good.
It looks fabulous. Look at this
detail and
then
there's always a pointer issue. Put an eye out with that thing.
Just
So I
put the
got
thing
safety
back
glasses.
up. Just put the thing back up. And this is where he is right here.
Look, you know what?
The needle minder.
When you get a needle minder from Shriner, from St. Jude, they're strong. It's a lapel pin.
It's an actual needle minder, or you made it into a needle minder?
They sell it. It's a lapel pin.
Oh, nice.
And it's strong magnets.
Yeah. And when I start this one, I'm thinking I'm going to finish it in 2030. But I'm thinking now the advance of that. I'm thinking I'm going to be earlier.
Well,
it'll be a little bit earlier.
You don't stitch the face.
No.
You don't stitch the face.
And he's already started some of the bird. Here's part of the.
That's the bird.
Yeah. So
and
then
like,
down here,
like right up
like
here.
3 birds.
You've got this small skinny part to go, and then some of the. I think there's a leaf there.
but this may be this, and when you get down into the trunk down here, are the widest portions of it. But even when you get down here, this looks like it's a lot of.
No. There's nothing in this pattern that's got a bulk of stitches. It's all deceptive. It's all blends.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
I
I think the
can see.
maximum is 5 stitches of any one color together.
Wow.
So he's a real trooper on this.
You're gonna be a confetti expert.
Yeah.
Yes, crazy. I'm gonna finish before 2030.
Okay.
I know that now.
All right. Well, yeah, because you got a lot of other projects to get
I
to.
know.
Since we only stitch one at a time.
Yeah. But I think in between this
so
one,
pretty.
before I finish this one, I have to start doing my exchange for a stitch corner.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I have to whips.
Yes, I love this.
Like,
look at the birds in the
Baby
tree.
birds. Yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, so pretty. Good work, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing. All righty. So, it's time for a WIPGO update.
Oh, do we have a WIPGO update, EJ?
I don't have an update.
You don't have an update?
I
thought you all said last week we were going to have a WIPGO update.
I was supposed to finish this page right here, and I would have had a WIPGO update.
Okay. No
WIPGO. And my other project that was called was finished, so that all she'd have to do is change it to.
Okay.
I do have to. Then have a WIPGO update.
Okay. All right. So then next week we'll have a WIPGO update.
No, we have it right now.
Oh, we can. Oh, okay. I have to give you share. Hold on.
Share, yeah.
I know. The finger,
Security.
trying to get the finger in the right spot.
Let's see, Gary's WIPGO.
Getting better at it.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do I
how does she share?
I should have I didn't think about asking beforehand, so we could have done the share thing before we started.
You actually disabled screen sharing. When you clicked it, you actually disabled it, because remember you set it so everybody can share screen.
Oh, I changed the okay.
Did it work?
Nope.
Huh?
Do it again.
Is it not? It's being
there.
There it is. It's done now.
Yes, it is. Okay, so here's Gary's WIPGO board.
All right, so Halloween which is G2 was called and is finished. And I showed that a couple of months ago. And Turkish Delight, we can change it to called, not finished. Because I needed to do a page.
Mm-hmm.
So what's left is Halloween is
Reindeer feet sack.
Halloween Quaker haven't been called yet, not called, but it is finished.
Right.
And then reindeer feet sack.
Yeah, 10 days.
So, yeah, 10 days. You can get that done in December, no problem. 10 days.
Yeah, I think there's 10 days in December.
And it's Christmas stitching, so
that you can stitch.
Sort of.
Yeah. I don't know.
So how about Halloween Gathering? How's that for you?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, is it?
No.
So that may be the one.
That may be the one. I don't know, because I'm stitching that big pumpkin in the round.
Oh,
going around. Going around.
But I thought we decided to make it vertical, so it wasn't, like to mimic the curved line, curved.
I guess I could try that now that I've gone around.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Okay.
That might be a December 31st finish.
Okay.
So that's all the updates.
11:59 p.m. All righty. So we did have WIPGO.
Okay.
All righty. And so now Hall and Stitchy Kindness.
Are you frozen, EJ?
Oh, I think she is.
Yeah.
We're moving.
Well, because she was so quiet and it's weird.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Do we do unshare?
Let's try the unshare. I don't think it's us. I hope they didn't unplug anything while they were working downstairs.
It's just us.
Okay, she's got to come back.
Yeah. So we will be waiting for her to come back. Intermission.
We ready? We're back.
Okay, Whipgo's been updated.
Yay, Whipgo. I'm gonna miss Whipgo. Are you gonna do Whipgo next year, EJ? Okay.
Yeah, but my Whipgo board is gonna look a little different.
Okay.
Gary and I spoke about it.
Oh, okay.
We did? Oh yeah, there's 2 Gary picks on there.
Oh, 2K. Oh, nice. Okay.
And 2 Shelia picks.
Oh, 2 Shelia picks.
I'm picking Hades, full coverage. 30 days of
that.
30 days of Hade.
Shelia would find a 50 by 50 or a 100 by 100 and say, here you go.
Yeah.
My
letter,
2022.
The letter
gift
S.
to you. Yes.
You're gonna look at my whip list. You're gonna see my whip list, and then you're gonna choose from there.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. All right. So let's talk about haul and stitchy kindness. EJ, you actually have some stitchy kindness on its way to you.
Oh, thank you.
Or sometime today. I have to make a stop on the way home, but
no problem.
I can stop it off, drop it off by you. Oh, the sun came out. I don't know how long it's been out. I'm just noticing.
It's pretty outside, actually.
There's no humidity or very low humidity, and it's low temps like 73 when I was driving in this. Oh my God.
That's why this hair is out and it's not in a hat.
Yes. I had the sunroof open before I got on the highway this morning. Because you can't have the sunroof open if you're going at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty bad.
Wind drag.
Yeah.
We know about that. Okay, EJ, do you have any haul or stitchy kindness? You still got birthday haul?
I don't know the last thing
I think you had some that are out for that are on the way, haven't arrived yet.
Oh.
So
you know what?
You had some birthday.
No, I think that was the Al Forest. She thought would be later, but it came in quicker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the one that she thought would be coming this month.
Okay, all right, very good. Okay.
But don't I have one more week of stuff to purchase?
Sure, why not?
Well, your birthday was in October. It is now November.
I think I only did 3 weekends of purchase. I need one more, right?
So did you purchase something last Friday?
I don't remember. So I think I have to redo it, right?
Yeah, you have to start all over again.
Yeah, I have to start all over.
Yeah, you blew it. Start all over. I know, please no. Okay. Actually, I think I'm taking care of it for you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Wait till you see my haul.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
So I got so Carolyn's she's amazing. She's very organized. And I'm a happy planner girl, right?
Yes.
But this book is like way too big because literally all I put is what I stitch on. Well, look, what I stitch on and the number of stitches each day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Each day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for her zombie run and her literary whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what they all are.
Yeah.
We'll see what I bought a 2022, 23. So there's 2 years of a monthly planner. And what I did, I don't know if you know this. No, you don't know this. Is it this one? Yes. It's just, and I bought stickers like to put for the month so I can just easily tab to it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's basically, you get a note sheet. Well, you get the calendar of the year for the year.
Mm-hmm.
You get a note sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get the monthly spread.
Ooh.
Nice and big. And it's easy because, I can just put the name of the stuff and then how many stitches. And then after that, you get a double set of notes if you need to.
Oh, okay. Wow. Those squares look about the same size as my planner. It's the one that I've been using. This is my working planner.
This is for you, Shelia.
And it's blue.
And it's so pretty.
It
Gary,
is. Look at
I
that.
know Gary is not interested even remotely in any of that.
Sorry, Gary does not plan. I'm a guy on the fly.
No tracking, no nothing.
No, nothing. So this is for Shelia and this is for me.
Yay! So and at the end of the year, I plan to show the planners that we were given last year for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is what these pages are from, that planner. But these are my working copies. At the end of each month, I transfer what I actually did to my permanent planner.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's your permanent record?
Is my permanent record, yes.
And they go to the vault?
And I've done little things. I've added for my finishes. I've taken my sprocket pictures and I've added sprocket pictures into that month. I'm going to show it at the end of the year.
Yay!
I'm looking forward to this hour video. Shelia's
That's paper crafting.
Year-end
review. Let's take you to a zen place, especially trying to organize.
It's going to be Shelia's year-end review.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes. So don't think that this is all that's been happening with the planner. Oh, no.
Oh, does that mean that your one for the record has not been franked yet?
That's correct. Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think he transferred. I'm not sure if I was able to peel it off and put it on. I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember. But I still have it. I have not thrown away.
I may or may not have a box of Frankenstein stickers.
Again, another Frankenstein.
Well,
okay.
Thank you, EJ. I'm so thrilled. I am so thrilled.
I also bought, because with planners you need stickers.
Yeah.
So I bought like little monthly stickers to put in there. I don't know if I'll use them all, but I bought them. Maybe that was one of my Saturday, Friday. I don't remember.
Okay.
Oh.
Very light. That was light buying. I also received actually I won a giveaway. So from Black Ribbon Studio.
Oh, yes.
So I saw this. I'm like, you know what? My mother would love this project. So I'm gonna start it for my mother. This is the second stitching I've done for my mother, right?
Right, I know. I think I remember another one.
Yeah, the little jewelry box.
Yeah.
So
she got that.
Yeah,
she finished it.
She finished it.
That was Christmas last year.
Did she ever finish it? Ooh, look at that.
This is from Fat Quarter Shop.
Yes.
And it's flea market flowers.
Yeah.
She loves flowers. She loves flowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I've seen a couple of people do that on Flosstube, and it, again, like we've all, the common theme, pictures don't do the actual justice.
Yeah.
Even when they show it on Flosstube, I mean, it's just so much more vibrant.
Yeah, in person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, so this is what I'm thinking, and hopefully I can get it done. Well, it's not going to be this year. This is multiple years later, So I'm thinking, so stitch this, put it like on a tray. And then put the glass on the tray, and she will have that for her jewelry box or whatever.
Oh, that'll be super
cute. That'll be gorgeous.
Instead of hanging it up, she could have it like on her dresser.
Little tray. I like that.
So this is what it's going to be.
Very nice.
Yes.
So I won that as a giveaway, and with it was stitch cards.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
nice.
And then she wrote a nice little card.
Oh, very nice.
Right. So this is Denise from Black Ribbon Studio.
Yes.
She also she did a Flosstube extra on Flosh.
Oh, she did.
Like how to break apart the Flosh and get it ready for stitching. She likes it.
Really? What do you mean break it apart? It's one strand.
It's like a bigger skein than what it's not. It's a bigger skein than what we're used to. So
it's like working with a hank.
You mean it's like this?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So she She had a video on how to braid it to make it neat, and then just all you have to do is pull one strand.
Like a hank.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to catch that. All right.
Oh,
Any more?
thank you, Denise. Thank you. Wait, thank you. That's it. That's
All
very
right.
light, right? Oh.
So
I
Gary
need to-
has some very intriguing.
Yeah, it's a pretty light haul, but I got some Vicky Clayton silks, and this is the kitted one. This is the kitted silks for Blackbird Designs Christmas Garden.
She's on my to get list.
Well, we
Vicky
now
Clayton.
carry them in Garon Citrine.
Nice.
Yeah, so
So is that rubbed?
what do you mean?
Put it back in there so people can see.
What does it say?
What does it say?
What is it? Is it
It's 8.7 yards,
okay?
6-stranded.
Six
and
strand.
it's-
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So this is all the colors I would need to do Blackbird Design, Christmas Garden. And since Christmas Garden is charted for 30 count, she gives you the floss for what it's charted for. So since I'm doing it in 32 count, I'm
You
going to
have
have more than
plenty.
enough
Yeah.
floss.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got this is the one I really wanted. It's the Blackbird Design Feast of Friendship, the one with the big blue house.
Yes.
Look at all those colors.
How cute.
Yeah. And I love the blue. See the blue? Yeah, look at the blues. There it is. Look at the colors. That would be my Thanksgiving piece, since I have a niche of Thanksgiving. 3 things.
Yeah.
I just saw a video of somebody having like a container, like they bought a container and it fits the little bobbins perfectly.
Yes.
I don't remember who.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is like almost like a sewing machine.
Yeah, this is
bobbin.
something. So if you bought a
Yeah.
bobbin holder, you can put that in there.
Yeah.
But what I like is on here, and
I
also
wish you hadn't opened this. This is hard.
well, I'm going to be using it today.
Oh.
It's
Plans.
Yeah.
Those are plans.
So what she does is she's got what her floss color is, and then she put what it's converted from. So like if the chart's using Classic Colorworks Blue Corn, then it's her cotton grains. So
Nice.
all the threads are converted over to the called for.
Oh, they even have old purple paint, which is hard to get. So she has that.
That's why I want to carry her flosses, is because she's got a lot of very hard to get gentle arts colors. Like I have the one for Away We Ride, which has got all those hard colors to get, little packet. And they're pretty much the same, pretty close to the similar in price for the cotton.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, gentle arts. It's just hard to.
Tough.
I mean,
It's
I've
tough.
searched. I've had. I mean, I haven't kitted in a while. I admit, but when I was doing a lot of kitting, that's when I really started doing a lot of conversions and substitutions, because
Well, and I've been
just
looking
couldn't
for
get them.
people that are doing
kitting and still having the same challenges.
Mhm. So, and also I got M&M skin colors.
Did you? Look at you.
Yes.
And I like this one right here. This one's super cute. I had to put my magnifiers on it because this is all the colors together, and its representation matters.
I love that.
Yeah, I ordered one too.
Yeah.
We got them after you showed yours, EJ.
Yeah. And then a special thank you, Ruthie. She knows I'm special. She says somebody.
Look at mine.
You're
Robinette.
She knew I'm special.
how cute.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Ruth.
Thank you.
And that's all my haul. It was
all
a
your
pretty light
haul?
haul. Well,
Okay,
I mean, it was-
so when we were making the order for the skin tone collection, I ordered 2 more colors from Raven. Yes, Raven, absolutely.
Gorgeous.
And Bumblebee.
oh, that's a pretty color too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the light washes that a little bit because
Yeah,
it's silk, so
Bumblebee.
it's reflective.
Yeah. So I'm
Nice
very,
sheen.
very happy about that. And so in my Tuesday stitching group, we've been having quite a bit of a conversation about Flosh, DMC Flosh, which is a very soft cotton from DMC. You use one strand. It's used a lot with embroidery for babies. And just as we were having that discussion,
like baby blankets or something like that, it's cross stitched or just
embroidery.
Oh, embroidery.
Embroidery. Well, you know, same thing.
Okay.
And just as we were having that discussion, I think DMC has my Zoom session bugged.
They just bugged you. It was easy.
Yeah, it just bugs your phone. That's it.
They bugged her. It's a hearing aid.
Because they had a site-wide sale.
On Flosh.
No, site-wide.
Oh, site-wide.
Site-wide sale. I elected to use it on Flosh. So yeah.
What was the percentage off?
Blue.
And then it was free shipping with a purchase over a certain amount. So of course I had to go for the free shipping. So I bought.
Okay, with a purchase over $50, you get $3.95 free shipping. You're like, you know
that shipping cost has gone up.
Yeah, shipping goes up. Shipping has gone up.
Shipping has gone up. I've had a couple of things that I've ordered from other places that I canceled because the shipping was either as much as or more than the item I was purchasing.
Yeah, the post office is killing us on shipping.
Yeah. So so this is
of course she got blues because she loves blues.
Yes.
And some skin tones.
Some blues, some skin tones, and a green. I got a green. 640. It's a gray.
Really a green.
It's a gray.
Okay.
It's a gray green. It's about as close as I wanted to get green.
Oh, my glasses are
as I wear it.
Proudly.
I do. I'm very excited about that because, you know, I'm all into the thread and the floss. I'm a floss whore.
I mean, that's enough that you could, would you ever be out of this stuff?
No, probably not.
Would you do like one of those long dog samplers with this stuff?
A small one, probably.
A small one? What do you mean? That's a ton of floss.
It is, how many meters is this?
10 grams.
It's 10 grams.
And it sounds like a drug deal.
What does that mean?
Takes me back.
As you persecuted people, right?
Yeah, it takes me back in the day. And so Access Commodities. Now I heard about this also on Flosstube, and then Gary was talking to me about it last week, and I said, "Oh, me please, like right away." They have put together some collections of skin tone silks.
So it's called I call it skin in a box.
Skin in a box, yes. and they did a fabulous thing. They put it together kind of regionally. So they have a Mediterranean skin tone collection, one that's called Pale, which are more pink, white. Porcelain.
Yeah.
And then there's another one.
There's one called Oriental.
And
then there's midtones.
Which come in boxes. And I bought the African American collection.
Which is the largest.
I know, the largest.
It's got every shade in there.
Look at this.
I mean, hello, have we not?
You know, look at this.
That's gorgeous.
And it's a combination of types of silks. There's some 103, some, I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't say it on.
Doesn't say on the
top. Sound because there was so much to list.
Some 103, some. Oh, it comes off. Okay.
What's 103?
103 is a silk.
Some soie d'Alger.
Oh, so it's a collection from different dyers.
Yes.
Oh, so this could be my new. This
is soie pearl. And I thought there was another one that was new to me. Jobelin, a soie Jobelin or something. Perlé.
Yeah, there's
soie de Paris.
Yeah, there's 12 skeins of soie d'Alger.
D'Alger, yes. Yeah.
There's 5 spools of
soie perlé.
Yeah, 6 spools of
103.
2 spools of
soie de Paris.
And 1 spool each of
Trebizond and soie Gobelin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Gobelin or Jobelin, I had heard about. That must be what that is. No,
this is the pearl.
I don't see it.
We're playing with this stuff.
I know. Anyway.
Yeah.
So you would treat it as like a DMC over two. Are they?
No, you stitch with it. It's silk one. Well,
one.
Yeah.
It's the 103, right? The 103 is a thinner one.
It's a very fine. Yes. There you go. But very high count. Yeah.
How many 103s?
How many?
103s are 6 spools of 103. But it's the 12.
They're all
the 12 skeins right there.
Very pretty.
That's 103.
No. That's the Solar
Dalgé. This is a soie Dalgé. This is 4 spools of the.
It's called what accent?
Oh, here it is. This is the Trebizond here.
The dark one.
Yes, and this is the Jobelin, Gobelins.
And that to me that looks a little bit close to the sulky thickness.
Yeah.
So it would be one strand.
Really? No, it's thinner.
Oh, thinner. Yeah, it's thinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the Overa soie. And this is the Soie de Paris and the Perle.
Yeah, and then the other two is Perle also.
And this is Perle. Yeah.
I'm interested on how it looks like.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I got
it's all contained in a little box.
In a box? Yes, comes
in a box.
Yes. Access commodities. Job well done.
Yeah.
Good job.
Incredibly well done.
The concept, the thought.
Are you gonna use it? Are you gonna kit it? Are you gonna start using? Well, aren't you doing Pisces, Shelia?
Yes, exactly. As a matter of fact, when I saw this, so let me get to my next haul.
Okay.
What EJ was just referring, because Gary had to tantalize us early this week. And since I am a Pisces,
she's doing her 3rd Nora Corbett.
Yes, I had to go for it.
She is
gorgeous.
The hair, the positioning, the
position of her hands.
Yes,
she's got nice hands.
Yes, that to me was like, oh no, oh yeah.
And they're blue, and she's got like a small dew.
Yeah. I think everything about her is just gorgeous. So when Gary and I were talking earlier, I said, well, can I do her skin in, one of these silks, and I'll do it over one.
Oh, that'll be pretty. That'll be the one.
You guys do skin 1/1?
That'd be the 103. Who is it? Luda?
Shelia. You're gonna do skin 1/1. That means that quadruple the stitches.
That's okay. It's all right. It's the end result. I think that's important.
For something small like this, I mean, it really is a small piece. It's a 5x7 once it's done. So.
Yeah.
Okay, Shelia.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
It doesn't tell you what the size is.
Yes, she does. It's on the back. It's finished size is 5x8.
Oh, 5x8. So it's small.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, it's like the Leo.
Yeah. And I got the bead pack.
So just a little bit of beads.
Look at all the nice blues in that.
That was tailor-made for you.
Yes. Had my name
all over it. Are you gonna have her hair? You're gonna have her hair like yours, a little bit of salt and pepper?
Oh, that would be a thought. Well, I don't know. I think some of the beads might disappear in it.
You need that.
Yeah, I think the beads would disappear. I think you need the contrast.
And then she's got blue eyes.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
you don't have blue eyes either, Gary.
I know, but she does. I just want to make sure people are noticing.
So I'm very excited about that. For both, all of my purchases this week have been, nice. I think, mindful. That's what I'd like to categorize them as mindful.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to get something different and special.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
means a
lot. Learn how to use this or play with that.
Yes, means a lot.
That's kind of what mine's been like too.
Yeah, and I've been hearing a lot about people, a lot of people talking about the 103 silts.
Mm-hmm.
I watch a lot of videos where folks are using them mainly on the very 56 count and up words.
Because they're smaller.
Because of they're finer. And so I've been intrigued by them for a while. And since I am a floss whore, I didn't see, I could not pull the cord on it because I don't stitch on the
on 56
type of fabric. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But I when Gary showed me that collection, I said, okay, ringy dingy ding.
But you know what? I hear ex-Jew designs make a really nice higher count. It's not as bunched up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you might want to check out.
Okay.
Well, and even a nice R&R 40 count would still be probably good with those.
Yeah. But that's okay. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to work with it and very excited about it. And
Gary, you're carrying the skin in a box.
Oh yeah, I've got all the colors except for the porcelain.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty pink.
Yeah. It was a Gary box.
It was too pink. I'm more the medium tone.
You remember that
Only when you blush. Only when you blush are you the medium tone.
Well, I might need some sun. I am kind of day glow under the.
I was getting ready to say I'm sitting next to you. All righty, announcements. EJ, do you have any announcements?
No. Okay. Oh, I am. So my is that no, that would be plans. No.
Okay. All righty. I forgot it. Gary, do you have any announcements?
Announcements. Ronnie's working on bags. When we get closer to the finish, we'll say the date.
Yeah, and he's been teasing me with the bags.
And he teased our Sunday Zoom group last Sunday, showed them previews. So they got a pre-preview.
Oh no.
So what we're going to do different, because we're going to have the roller frame covers again. We're going to post them the Friday night before the sale. Okay. So it's not too much for me to post, and we post on time. So that way, if you see one that you want to get, you put it in your cart, and then for the next morning you get the bag. So
okay.
So it's a little, hopefully. I mean,
since they'll be in the cart.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And then my other announcement is, guess what? The Halloween box. It's going along.
Yes.
Okay. So I had glasses here somewhere.
The lady has spoken.
She speaks. I'll put on my glasses too, because everybody has glasses on.
Well, I got some small stuff to read, so
yeah,
I'll be fumbling.
Yeah, you guys will have the glasses on as opposed to have to go get the glasses. So now everybody knows you need the glasses in order to read. Why not just have them on?
Who, Gary? Because Gary will always.
Hey, if I can't read it, I'll make it up.
Yeah.
I must have took them.
No, you probably took them over there.
See, look, mid-video, they're gone.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And now he has to read.
And this is the only time I need to read, so I gotta get my long arms. Got long arms.
Get your go gadget arms ready. Go gadget arms.
Okay, so the Team Black Widows.
Oh my God, that's.
I don't know why it's printed like
why did you paint this?
You know you can make it bigger.
I tried, it didn't work. I was rushing.
So
the Team Black Widows, we have two people that finished.
This is
the Team Haunted House. 2. Come on, where's my Haunted House people? Team Zombies. They're already up to 4 finishes. Team Dracula Vinny, remember they were 0 last week?
Yeah.
They're up to 2.
Oh, up there. Okay.
Yeah. Team Jack-o'-lantern, they're knocking it out of the park. They're up to number 4 finishes. Team Candy is at 3 finishes. And Team Vampire, they were dead last week, and now 6 finishes. 6
of
them
they're in front.
They're in front.
Yes.
Go Team Vampire. And then Team Spiders, we have 2.
There you go.
So every team has been representative, and I'm so enjoying all the little changes people are doing.
Yeah.
Adding a cat, adding a dog, adding a cat and a dog. There was a couple of cute ghosts that was added in there.
Oh, wow.
And the color changes. I mean, it's a fun pattern. And you just change that one motif and make it personal. So I'm enjoying seeing all the Franks. Again, and you've got until the 17th of December. So my No New Starts people have a few days to finish it. And everyone said it's a quick stitch. I haven't stitched mine yet. I'm waiting till the 17th to prove it. Or the 13th. What day does No New Start stop?
You don't have to prove anything.
12:50 at 11:59 p.m.
Oh yeah, I'll start mine at that time.
Okay.
So what are you starting, Shelia? You decided what you're starting on
December 13th. On December 13th, I'm going to start one of my Mojo stitches.
Yeah, that's right. You did say
Maybe
that.
Bushland Quaker. I think that was my first purchase.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Bushland
So
Quaker.
any announcements for you?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope. Okay, plans. EJ, what are your plans for this week? And if you have any November plans, what do you have for November?
My plan is to finish Mother Moon completely. And
which is like
she will be done.
So close. Oh my God. I feel like we should have fireworks or something.
Oh my God, yes. I need fireworks. I need
sorry. The girls do not allow fireworks. They are anti-firework. Stresses them out.
I need a parade down the streets.
We can do sparklers.
Oreo Express may drop off a bottle of champagne. How about that?
But when you pop the cork, make sure you don't hit the Mother Moon.
Yeah.
She'll kill you.
Because I think, yeah. So
I'm so happy.
So totally.
And the beads pop out. I need to put spacers in my framing.
Oh, totally, completely.
Yep.
Completely.
All that stuff you got to think about.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So my plan is to finish her. Also, I need to start planning for No New Starts. So I've been talking to the No New Starts people. And picking, I'm a Libra. But I'm not going to equate this to every single Libra because that's not fair to every single Libra. I'm EJ, and EJ is very difficult to make decisions like this. You know what I mean? Like little decisions like that. Life decisions, I'm okay.
What decisions are you okay with?
I have not seen any, and I've been waiting 3 years for it. Don't get behind her in a food line when they ask you what you want.
That's not true. I just order one. Like, what are you ordering? Oh, that sounds good.
No, wait, I think I want this one. And it's a place that has 2 items.
And you're hungry.
All I know is I don't like pizza.
Yes.
If it's a pizza place, I'll just order the wings. See? Boom, easy.
But okay. 12 flavors.
Oh my God. Okay, so 2020. Okay, by the way, Gary, you did Carla wrong. Scarecrow, remember?
I told her I have no control.
Listen, Shelia, do you know the story?
He finished her. They were doing it as a stitch along.
She fully finished her, so she beat me.
After Gary, okay, so Gary and her had a conversation, and he's like, "Oh, we should stitch the end together on Halloween." Little did she know, Gary thought, okay, now Gary's like, "Oh, this is a competition. I actually need to finish it before she does."
No.
So Gary finished it completely before, and then she had to hear about it, how he finished it. From not hear about it, but she saw it on Garon. Yeah. And she's like, that little so-and-so. That's so wrong, Gary.
I'm not good with start alongs.
It was supposed to be a finish along.
I haven't figured that one out either.
And then he's like, I didn't know I was so close. And she's like, well, you were putting on the beads. I'll probably give you a hint.
That probably was, I was probably going to wait and do the buttons the day of that day. Now that I think about it, that's what happened.
Anyway, so she finished, she FFO'd her. So actually she won.
That's what I said. She won. I haven't fully finished mine yet.
Well,
So I'm still waiting.
Carla, you absolutely make him pay.
Yes.
Make him pay.
And you feel a little bit of what Kathy feels.
Yeah.
Of what
But wait, there's a lot of people that I stitch things with and they finish them way before me. Some things I haven't even started.
But did you have an agreement that you would finish on the same day? No.
Maybe not.
No.
That was the first time. That was the first time.
There you go.
But was it though? Okay, so we were having a conversation, and then you know, picking 22 it's really difficult. Just 22, right? And I have about 50 plus that can only work for that year. And then I wanted to start new things. So now I think I'm going to work my whips. So basically it's all of my whips is in the running of being worked on, which is fine. And then on the side, focus on 22.
Okay.
I think that will, and I think Carla is doing the same thing. She's like, when she decided to take that route, all the anxiety of what am I going to put on this list went out the window. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Because
now you can list all of your whips and then just put an asterisk next to the 22 that are going to be your primary focus. And then if they finish, then you'll primary focus another one, but it doesn't mean that you can't work on any of the other ones when the mood suits you.
So the 22.
We get 10 new starts. We get 10 starts. You get 10 up to 10 starts for the year, but you know.
So the 22 focus pieces, are you going to put them on your Whipco board?
Yes, but my Whipco board is once again Gary's pick, Shelia's pick. Work on a project that's a hands-on design.
You have two Whipco boards. You could have one with those 22 and then one with this other stuff that Gary and Shelia.
Gary, I know how to say no. The answer is no way. No way, Jose. No two Whipco boards. I had four Whipco boards, and she did 1,000 stitches. She's meeting her. She's met her goal.
She who?
Jamie.
Okay.
She commented on our thing that she had 4 Whipco boards and she did 96,000 stitches. She had 96 projects and she put 1,000 stitches in each project.
Wow.
I was gobsmacked. I was like so proud. So happy. Okay, so yes. So my plan, my plan is to actually work on my no new starts plan, and then try to get at least some of the stuff from Whipco that's been ignored. Get in there. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Congratulations. Yes. Gary, your plan for this week.
My plan for this week.
I know not to ask him about beyond.
All right. So tonight, I'm going to stitch some more on Christmas Tide at Holly House.
Yes.
I'm going to get a page done.
Yes.
And then tomorrow, I will stitch on O Feathers for green time. And then tomorrow evening, I will finish this thing right here. And then this week, Monday.
Why you gotta point to it? Why you gotta point to it?
It was my page 3. What? I don't know. I don't understand.
Whatever.
All right, and then I'm going to start Christmas Garden by Blackbird Design.
Oh,
I have that. That's nice.
And that's the reason for the Vicky Clayton silks. So it's all about me.
Yeah.
When I buy for the shop. If I want to try something, we're gonna have it.
But at least you know there are a lot of people interested in Vicky Clayton.
And there's only 4 colors. So there's 4 colors here.
Oh, okay. So it's multiple spools of 4 colors.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm going to stitch mine on a 32 count raw muslin from Color and Cotton. I think it's going to be
okay.
very close to the color of the fabric. That's it.
Oh, okay. So that was a lot easier to show than what I was doing before.
Yeah.
Here are the 4 colors.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really pretty.
Yeah.
How are they? Is that called for, Gary? Called for fabric?
No, I don't. I never
Not
used
really,
Call
no,
for
it's
was a 30 count. I haven't stitched on a 30 count forever or never.
Wait, so you're only going to use 1 strand or 2?
2. I'll use 2 strands.
I love the names. Sage oil, which is very kind of
Yeah.
poetry pie.
Poetry?
Poetry pie, which is also very kind of, kicks the can and expect less.
Oh.
And then it's out of this book right here, the Blackbird Home for the Holiday.
I have that book.
This is where the bird, my bird is right there.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you did that bird.
Yeah, and I did that with the Belle Swastil. So
yeah.
I thought it'd be kind of cool to have too.
Oh, I see my boyfriend's up there.
Yeah.
Did you see I posted a picture of my
I
boyfriend?
know, and you keep them out all year long.
I do.
Cool.
I keep them out all year long with mittens.
Yeah. So I might start this tonight. Depends on how.
I know, I'm so excited.
I know. So I want to play with the threads.
That's so nice. I love that. I love when a plan comes together.
I do too. And we have to do a spin. Or do you need a spin this week?
I don't think I need a spin. I got a lot of stuff going on.
I think you got a lot going on. Yes.
Yeah, because you still have to finish the other spin from previous.
What was the other spin? Oh, I knew I stitched on something else. I did. I stitched on when skeletons dance. I did 2 columns of the house.
Okay.
So I'll show that next week.
Okay. All right. First, I want to conclude October. Remember, I had the last 2 days open, and I that's when I picked up If Pumpkins Could Fly. So that's as Halloween. October was very successful. I had a finish in the beginning of the month, and at the end of the month, I finished Halloween Town. So it was I bracketed the month with 2 finishes.
Well, that's pretty good.
For November, my November plan.
Wow.
Yes, chock full of stuff. In addition to what you've seen today, I will be picking up Lutin de Printemps, which is my spring imp.
It's pretty small, so 2 days he should be finished.
Yeah, I might be able to finish him. Then next week, something blue. I'm coming back to If Pumpkins Could Fly purposely to see if I can't finish it. Okay. And I put that specifically on a Tuesday because that's my big stitching day.
Oh, you'll get it done Tuesday.
Yeah. And then into beach dance. Basically, I've got a lot of Rosewood Manor this month with Tumbling Rose, Turkish Delight.
Oh, you're picking up Turkish Delight. Ooh, cool.
Coming back to Grandma's Button Box. For a small thing, this thing is taking like a millennium to do.
On your Turkish Delight, are you on, what page are you on?
1. It's easy.
Oh, I thought you were further along.
No. And then my finishing week, I'm finishing all of my Christmas ornaments the week before Thanksgiving. And so these pieces will not get my normal full day of stitching.
Okay.
So I won't be making a lot of progress.
Because you wouldn't want to just take one whole day and do all your finishing in one day.
I've got 9 ornaments.
But if you do assembly line, you could have it done all in one day.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
And I just don't have.
I'm just used to watching Ronnie do all that stuff, and he doesn't like it.
And you do have an assembly line, Shelia, right?
I do. I will use an assembly line, but I'm not as fast as Ronnie. And but nor do I want to try to push it. I want to take my time and
I wasn't talking
try
about
to do them as
sloppy,
right as I possibly can.
Fast being sloppy, but fast being efficient.
Well, if I tried to make that pace, I can't guarantee that it would be done as a bit more about speed than for me than quality.
Are we doing glue? Anything?
Go ahead.
They're drilling somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Any?
It's okay.
I'm going to work on my French kitchen series, Fraise et Mint.
Okay. Strawberries
and mint. Back to African Lady with Vase, Janet Irving, which is my Jean Farish sampler. Pretty Little DC.
Oh, that'll be out again?
Yes, a Zimmerman coverlet, which is a modern folk embroidery done with Ellen. You know, we were at one time, I think we've probably been divorced. I don't know, you can get divorced. I think we've been set on the side.
We might have been left out in the park somewhere.
Yeah, I think Needles dance. But I still think of you, Ellen. Yeah. Neige and Montagne is coming back. Some more Seaside Sampler. So I've got a bunch. Martini and Margarita, although it seemed I put Martini on 2 pages. Don't know why. Oh, I think I've spread the 2 of them over 3 days and thinking I can get a finish.
Oh, okay. I figured it was Thanksgiving weekend. You needed all the martinis and margaritas you get.
Well, that does, and they do cover Thanksgiving Day, which there will probably be very little stitching on that day.
Okay.
And then Jolly Joy Jingle, which is Raise the Roof. Yeah, and then my last 2 days again, I'm leaving open just in case. Okay. I kind of like that kind of plan to leave 2 days open. So if
there's
at
something
the end
during
of
the month that's close to finishing, you could focus on
I can finish up, or if Learning Stitches drops another video.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this week it's about Something Blue. If Pumpkins Could Fly, Beach Dance, Tumbling Rose, the game. I didn't mention that, but the game is coming back out.
Oh, did I tell you that we have that now?
Yeah, you have that in the shop?
Yeah.
The game? Oh, good.
I was really happy to get that one because it was like it's from artists.
It's hard to get.
Yeah.
And then I might see, yeah, okay, then Turkish Delight and then Grandma's Button Box. Well, that goes into Saturday and Sunday. So
okay.
Yeah, cool. So I'm enjoying, you know me, I love my rotation because I can get into the variety of my whips, and each one has different experiences and challenges and different fabrics, and 1 strand versus 2 strand.
And sometimes we split, we flip back and forth.
We do it all. We do 1 strand, 2 strand, 3 strand.
Have you done 3?
No. But I think Aurora Cabin has multiple strands.
Oh yeah, it's designed that way.
Yeah. Yes. At least it's not Shelia not remembering what she's doing. All righty. So I think that's our plans. Anything else? No. Okay. Yeah, so EJ's good. EJ's got drilling going on in the background in her house. Heavy duty work going on there. So I think we've said it all.
Yep.
So do you want to try, or is your drilling too loud?
Okay, let's
do
it.
Yeah, okay. So I think we've said it all.
And don't forget,
no matter where you are, the sun is always shining
when you're stitching. Bye.